Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I think this is going to be the last video in my Declutter series, as I think I have now gone through every section of my makeup and I feel like I've done pretty well. Let's see how this video goes before I commit to that, but overall I feel like I've managed to make a good dent in my collection. I just need to now resist the urge of trying to fill the gaps with more makeup. So today's video is a declutter of my eye products. I've done this separately from my face makeup and my eyeshadow palette, otherwise the videos will have been forever long. So this one is just eyeliners and eyebrow products. So I will start with the eyeliners first, and I'm actually going to start with these pots up here. The first one is the Avon Super Shock eyeliner, and this is in the shade Shimmering Sapphire, and this is a bright blue. As you can see, I actually have used this. I don't think I would wear blue eyeliner at the moment, but it is a long time ago since I bought this, and from what I remember it was really nice to use and it was really pigmented as well, but I just don't think I can pull blue eyeliner off anymore, so I think I'm going to get rid of this. Plus I think it is quite old, so I think this probably needs binning. And next we have this Bobbi Brown eyeliner, and this is just a black one. And before using pencil eyeliners I used to always use liquid, and I haven't opened this for a while, but as I can see now I've opened it, it's actually cracked. It's still, I've now got it all over my fingers, it's still soft-ish to the touch, but given the fact it's cracked, it probably should be done with binning, so I'm going to get rid of that. I was actually quite tempted to keep this so that I did have a pot eyeliner in my collection, but I think the fact that it's cracked means that I need to get rid of it. Moving on to pencil and ink eyeliners. First we have this Lord & Berry black eyeliner, and this is one that I use in the waterline, and it is really smooth to go on. It just puts me off that the actual pencil's so big that I can't get close to the mirror, but it is a really good eyeliner and does stay on in the waterline for quite a while, so I think I'll put this in a maybe pile for now. Next we have this Golden Rose waterproof eyeliner, and this is a turn up one in a brown kind of shimmery shade. I think I remember this not going on too well and it was a bit tuggy on the eyes, so I think I'm going to get rid of this one. Next we have this Pixie Endless Silky Eye Pen, and I think this is one that you sharpen. I have only used this one a couple of times, but I remember being disappointed with it, so I don't think I'm going to end up reaching for it if I use it, even though it is a good compact travel size. So I think I'm going to pass this on to a friend. And next we have this Kohl eyeliner pencil. I believe this was from Primark, and I wanted a good nude eyeliner for my waterline, and this is really creamy. I don't think when I put it on my eye it's overly pigmented, so it doesn't tend to brighten my eyes a lot, but I think I am going to keep it for now because it was quite pigmented and nice and smooth to go on. As you can see, it was only £1. Next we have this very battered Colour Trend pencil, and this is just a brown kohl eyeliner. I think this originally started off about this long. I haven't used it for a long time because I do tend to now put black in my waterline, but when I do want brown, no matter how many brown pencils I buy, they just don't seem to match up to this, so I just can't bear to part with it. And it's just this battered because it's been in that many different makeup bags, so I think I'm going to keep in it and sharpen it so it'll make me use it again. And then we have this Avon Glimmer Stick Diamonds, and that's in Faceted Onyx. These were the only eyeliners I ever used to use, the turn up glimmer sticks. And this does have a shimmer to it, and it is quite chunky. They're also not the smoothest eyeliner. I know my mum still uses these a lot, so I think I might pass these on to her, because even though I want to keep them, because I did used to love them, I just don't find myself reaching for them as much anymore. So I think I'm going to pass that on. And I think I've actually got a couple of them here, so I'm going to pull these out now. Okay, so this is another diamond one, and this is Smoky Diamond. I'm not going to swatch everything, I'm just doing this for my own. So that is a nice grey one, and I don't think I have another grey one in my collection. But then again, I don't tend to wear grey eyeliner, so no, I'm going to pass that on. This one is a brown sugar. That's a really, really dark brown. I think I bought this to go on my waterline, but the glimmer sticks aren't very good in your waterline and fade quite quickly, so I'm going to pass that on. And then finally we just have a normal grey one. Yeah, again, I don't tend to wear grey eyeliner, so I will pass all of them on. When I used to wear eyeliner years ago, it was the glimmer sticks that I wore, but then I stopped wearing them because they were too much hard work, and now I've gone back to wearing eyeliner again. I do prefer the liquid ones. This one being one of my favourites at the moment, and this is the Tarte Manita. I just love how, little focus, how fine the tip is on this one, and it is so easy to use, and it is a really good black as well. The eyeshadow underneath doesn't show through, so I really like that one, so I'm definitely going to keep that one. Next we have this number 7 Stay Perfect metallic eye pencil, and I got this in the shade Camouflage, which is a goldy khaki green shade. And it has this just like smudger on the end, but it doesn't, the smudger isn't much good in my opinion, because it just kind of tends to pull it off your eyes and smudge your eyeshadow. I was slightly disappointed with this, if I'm honest, because it's not really that pigmented. Even though it looks very bright, you'd have to put it over a very muted eye look to be able to see it, I think. I think I might put this in the Maybe pile, because it is something different that I don't have in my collection, but I just don't find myself reaching for it because I was slightly disappointed, but I'll keep that there for now. Then we have my newest purchase, which is the Essence Superfine Eyeliner Pen in Waterproof. I didn't own a waterproof eyeliner, so I wanted to give this a go, and the nib on this is absolutely massive. But it is a really good eyeliner. I think I prefer the Manita one ever so slightly, because I feel like I have more control with that, with the nib not being so big. I think this would be good if I did winged eyeliner, but I never tend to. So I'm definitely going to keep it because it is a really good eyeliner. But I do slightly prefer the Manita one, but still really good nonetheless. Oh, we have one more glimmer stick here, which is in the shade Cosmic Brown. I'm not going to use it, so I'm going to pass that on. Then we have another number 7 Stay Perfect, and this is in the shade Bronze. Again, it looks really pigmented in the pencil, but it just didn't show as well on my eyes. I even tried putting this over a really simple matte brown look, and it just kind of went to nothing. So I think I'm going to pass this one on because I was really disappointed with this one. And finally we have the Milani Stay Put Waterproof Eyeliner. I didn't realise this one was waterproof. This is a really good black pencil liner. I think I prefer this so much more than the Pixie one. It's so much creamier, and this is really good on the lash line or in your waterline. So definitely a really good eyeliner. Let's go back to these two. I think I've got rid of a few here, so I am going to keep both of these. So this is what I am keeping. So I'm keeping 7 and I am getting rid of 10. So over half, which I'm really happy with. Next on to eyebrow products. I've just realised I forgot to include this one, which is the one that I use all the time. As you may have seen from recent videos, I have been desperately trying to find an alternative to this one, because I'll show you this first. It is a powder on one side and then a wax on the other, but I don't actually use the wax side, so I am just buying it for this powder. So I wanted to see if I could find an alternative. I'm in the shade medium brown, but absolutely love this product. I can do my brows in 2 seconds flat. Definitely a great purchase for a few pounds, even though I do only use half of it, but that half lasts a long time, so I'm definitely keeping hold of this. The next one is this Beauty Pie Super Brown Mousse. When I first got this, I was really intrigued by it because it's a very different formula than what I'm used to using, but I'm actually really enjoying it. As you can see, it's been well used, and I tend to use this when I'm going on a night out because it does create a more dramatic brow look than the Brow This Way, but it goes on really easily. And I bought a double-ended spoolie and eyebrow brush with it, and at first I thought the eyebrow brush was too fine because I was used to a thicker brush that comes with this, but it is actually perfect for this formula and gives you precision when outlining the shape of the brows, and then it doesn't take too long to fill them in really. So I'm really rating this product, and it is lasting me a good while, but I would definitely purchase this again. Next we have this PS brow pencil, which is from Primark, and I think this was only £1, and I have tried to use it a few times, but this I think is a bit too creamy. You don't have to press too hard, and quite a lot of product comes out into your brows without much control. It does have a spoolie on the end, but I just felt it, even if I pressed really light, it gave me too dark of a look and left too much product in my brows and made them feel a bit heavy, if that makes sense. So I think I'm going to get rid of this. Next we have this Essence Superlast eyebrow pomade pencil, and this has a very weird brush at the end, which I would much rather have a spoolie because I don't really know what to do with this brush, and I don't think it actually does anything. But the pomade, it's a push-up pencil, and I feel like it was very tuggy on my brows and didn't give too much of an effect, so I think I'm going to get rid of that because that mixed with the weird brush, I just don't reach for it. Next we have this Barry M. It's a brow thing. I purchased this because it was something really different in that it's like a sponge applicator. It's got a shaky bit, which is weirdly in that when you'd think it would be in with the powder, so I don't actually know what that achieves. But this just goes on really weird, and it made me feel like I'd kind of marker penned my eyebrows. But if you can see, it's like a, well, I don't even know what it is. It's just a really weird applicator, and I felt like it didn't kind of set in my brows and could easily be brushed away, so it didn't last very long. The shade was okay, but just generally I didn't think it was a very good product, and the shaky noise rattle thing really annoys me, so I'm going to get rid of that one. Next we have this Makeup Revolution eyebrow pencil, which comes with a spoolie on one end and then a chiseled kind of teardrop shape applicator on the end. I really liked the shape of this when trying to apply it to my brows. The only issue was the shade I got was too dark. I think I picked the shade medium because that's what I am in the Brow This Way, but it was just much too dark and my eyebrows, it just didn't look right. So I was tempted to get this in a lighter shade, but I found things that I like a bit better since trying this, so I think I'm just going to get rid of this. Next is this W7 Twist and Shape, and this again has a spoolie on one end and then a kind of a square diamond shape on this side, which is really interesting. I didn't rate this at all, which again is a shame because I like the shape of the applicator, but this was really draggy on my brows and I had to press really hard to get any pigment onto the brows, and it took too long to fill them in, so this one's definitely a pass on. This is the Lamela eyebrow pencil. I can't actually remember where I got this from, but again, spoolie on one end and another teardrop shape on the other side. This one was even darker than the Makeup Revolution one, so I would definitely be passing this one on because this was basically black in my eyebrows, so well too dark. And then finally we have a couple of sample size products. First one is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power. Again, staple of an eyebrow product, spoolie on one end, and this is a oval shape applicator. This one isn't bad. It is a bit tuggy on the eyebrows, but it's not too bad and it doesn't take too long to apply, and it is the right shade for me. So I think just for the fact that it is a really good shade match, I am going to keep hold of this. I don't reach for it an awful lot because it is a bit more hard work, because it is quite tuggy, but I know it's quite an expensive product even though it is only a sort of deluxe sample size, but I am going to keep hold of this one, I think. And then next we have this Goof Proof brow pencil, and this is a diamond shape applicator. I actually really like this one. At first I was unsure because it was slightly tuggy and it was a little bit of hard work, but the more I've used it, the more I seem to have got the knack in using it, and I am really enjoying it. I did just buy the half size to begin with in case I didn't like it, but it has actually proved pretty good, so I'm going to keep hold of that one. Plus I really like the packaging of this, and it's nice and compact as well. So brow products wise, I've been really strict with myself and I'm actually only keeping 4. I'm getting rid of 6. So really happy with that declutter overall. And I'll say I think this is going to be the last in the series. If you have enjoyed the series, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thanks.